Happy March Madness, event goers! March is one of the busiest conference months of the year, with several sub-events being hosted around GDC in San Francisco. This is our first monthly featured game industry event lineup, so be sure to let us know in the comments below what you thought and what we can do more of next time. Also, be sure to like and subscribe to this channel to receive notifications for future event overviews and other industry news. 2023 is panning out to be just about what we expected for the type of events showing up. Most events are on site now, with a few offering online attendance or quote viewing in a hybrid format. There are other online events as well, and we expect the rest of the year to be full of them here and there, but they will once again generally be in the minority. To give you the power to easily discover upcoming game industry events, the calendar includes conferences, conventions, festivals, and many others in a filtered format. We post and consolidate lists here on Events for Gamers each month as well, which we'll be going over right now. So starting off, we have in our monthly events for March, the Hamburg Game Conference. The Hamburg Game Conference is a B2B hybrid conference. Their focus is in investing in games, exploring and discussing the current state and future development of international game markets. Next up, we have the DevGam Gans event. And this one is interesting. It's a hybrid conference, B2B, in Gdansk, Poland. DevGam conferences, there's a variety of them and are mostly in Eastern Europe and aimed at an assortment of guests, from developers to investors to other industry professionals looking for an event to heavily network in. It's a great one for networking. Next up, we have Valencia Indie Summit. Valencia Indie Summit is also a B2B conference. We get a lot of these in the event calendar every year, especially in March and April. This is more of a summit, a smaller kind of event. There are some general public tracks with it though, and it's in Valencia, Spain. It's a 2-day international event. It gathers about 600 fans, creators, and professionals, and it also has several teams and other awards. Attendance is free, but it does require prior participation, so we get that registration in. SaltCon Spring. This is a B2C, business to consumer board game convention. This is where you're going to want to check out really the hottest new board game releases, enter as a tournament, participate in a lot of other themed competitions. There's a lot of things that you can purchase as well in their convention hall, or just do a little bit of D&D. Game Dev and Creative Careers Expo. This one's running for a couple of days. This one is a B2C as well. It's a career expo with a conference. It's in Warsaw, Poland. It's the 6th edition of this international event. Indie Game Business Sessions March. Now there's about 3 or 4 of these indie game business sessions. They seem to be doing more every year. It's a B2B business conference. It's a 2-day event of online meetings with game professionals from all over the world, and there's several free lectures as well with it. Now all of these events that we go through, they all have their own special pages on Events for Gamers here, and you can get all of the latest details and information about the event, where it is, how much it costs, and also there's some related event links should you be interested in checking out other online events. You can also go to the main event page as well to get what's coming up. As you can see here, we're at the end of February, so by the time this goes live, we'll be getting into March. You can search and filter according to what your search preferences are, and then go back to industry news to get the latest industry news, including the list that we're going over right now. Women in Games Careers is a development and networking expo. It's online. This year, the Women in Games is actually going to be a global conference. It's held for 2 days in September. South by Southwest Conference is one of our favorite conferences because it's here right in Austin. It's a B2B conference. It's wrapped into the South by Southwest Festival, which is a festival that runs for a couple of weeks here in Austin. The conference is one of those music festivals and all sorts of other things that you can do at South by Southwest in general. But this conference specifically provides really an opportunity for digital creatives to encounter, a lot of the new technologies that are coming up, new interests. Austin is very much an artsy kind of city, and South by Southwest certainly plays to that. And next up, this one is one we've only been to once when it was on site, actually at GDC, but now it's been pretty much online the last couple of years. GDC is coming up, and it has a lot of these events that go around it. It's about a week long, from the 20th to the 24th. I think most of our viewers will know or have been to GDC before, one of the most prominent game developer conferences, as the name implies, in the world. If you're attending this year, get a good look around downtown. There's a lot of spread of all these events in the blocks around it. We've heard that GDC has been growing every year for the last decade, and this year they're really changing things up, trying to make a better presentation of it. So it'll be interesting to see what they have. And then one more related to GDC area, Meet to Match San Francisco. If you are going to attend, don't forget to use the code EFG10 for 10% off. European Game Showcase. Now this one is in Europe, no surprise by the name as well. The European Game Showcase is a pro bono event where 30 plus European developers showcase their newest games to the press, publishers, and strategic partners. It's invite only, aimed at helping developers in their showcase projects take that next step to success. So next up, we've got ESI Next Gen. Now we also have a lot of growing interest in the esports arena, and this is certainly one of those you're going to want to keep a watch on. This one is now shifting over across the pond again to University of Warwick, United Kingdom. It's a B2C competitive esports event. ESI Next Gen works with the University of Warwick, so it's hosted right there, and is focused on uniting leaders across the esports, video game, and education sectors. There's a lot of events in March here. We usually get March and April as a peak in the early part of the year, and then it works down a little bit for the next couple of months. Then we hit another large bunch of events in July and August, and as well as September, and then for the holidays as we get closer and closer to November, December, it starts to wind down. So this list is a pretty good one. We're going to hopefully do one of these every month and see how they go. So let's move on. We got a couple more here that we really want to show. And this is by no means all of the events in the industry. We usually find a couple during the month that we pick up on. If you know of one that's not in this list, please do contact us and let us know. This one is Future Games Show, Spring Showcase Edition. A lot of partners that they have, including Warner Brothers Entertainment, Team 17. It's a focus on new gameplay footage and fresh developer insight. So it's kind of a show, and it's online, and they'll present a lot of features for new and upcoming games. Now here's one that comes back to North America and is on site, one we've been to several times before, PAX East 2023, one of our favorite PAX events. There's 3 current PAX events, PAX East in Boston. A little bit later in the year, you'll get the chance to go to PAX West in Seattle, Washington. That one's usually around the end of August, early September. And then there also is a PAX in Australia. We definitely recommend attending all the PAX events. These are great conventions. They're one of the most popular type of conventions for a mixed variety of B2C. Lots of consumers, lots of players of games will come, and not just computer games or console games or even mobile games, but there's a strong presence in board games at the convention as well. At WonderCon, I wonder what this one's going to be like. WonderCon, we've never been to before. It's a B2C comic-based convention. It's at the Anaheim Convention Center in California. If you attend it, let us know. We've seen a lot of great social media tweets that they posted out in the past, and you'll definitely want to keep watch on this one if you're interested in going to a anime type of convention. And then after WonderCon, we got the WN CEO Summit, WN events, attending them before and seeing a lot of great networking opportunities. This one in particular is a B2B conference in London. The WN CEO Summit is pretty high profile. It consists of 2 parts. The first part will take place at the Mervert restaurant. It's located in the Novotel Istanbul Bosphorus. It will feature business meetings with the C-View and roundtable discussions. It's mostly for C-level kind of executives in the video game industry. They also, by the way, have a sunset cruise to enjoy some drinks and networking, so you're going to want to attend that as well. And then after that one, we've got Game Dev London Expo. Game Dev London Expo is back to the B2C type of events featuring a variety of indie games in London. There will also be talks and panels with industry experts, including game design, programming, art, and sound. There is also a networking portion of the event. I mean, what event really, honestly, doesn't have some sort of networking portion? If you really want to know exactly where it is, and it's an on-site event, we usually have, by the way, this map at the end of it, and then a registration link and a couple of other interesting facts about these events. If there's anything more that you think we should add to these that would be useful, let us know. We'll be happy to do that. Last but surely not least, WASD. As you expect, the keys on the keyboard. So nice and simple, nice fun little twist to naming an event. WASD is in London. It's part of the London Games Festival and will feature a B2C area with a broad range of playable games, some great dev presentations, chance to meet devs from really across the industry. All right, that's our calendar lineup for March 2023. We hope you enjoyed the showcase and a little bit of insight into these events. Let us know what you think of this monthly update. We'll try to include a little bit more about the industry as well, and we hope to have some podcasts and interviews with events coming up in the next few months, so be sure to watch those to get some secret insight into how these events come about and what special codes and other offers might be available for our viewers. Until next time, see you at GDC and other events in March.